Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Healing It Heard. And if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you like about this podcast, and let's get started. Oh, by the way, I'm Shauna Priest. Sorry, I forgot to. I don't know. I left that out. On today's episode, we are talking about. Oh, sorry. Hold on. On today's episode, we are talking about sometimes it is your fault. My favorite topic, accountability. I love talking about accountability just because for a long time it was so hard for me to just hold myself accountable for things that were going on in my life. And now it's not. I don't know what happened. I just love taking accountability. I love saying that I am this way because of my actions, or my life is going this way because of me, or things are going this way because of me. I love taking accountability, most importantly. For a long time, though, I didn't take accountability for anything. My life could be in complete shambles, and of course, it's somebody else's fault. When in fact, no, it was my fault, and I learned how to sit with the fact that it's my fault. Taking accountability is very important, especially in your teenage life and in your adult life. In my teenage life, I would say that taking accountability for me was non existent. However, it should have been very existent because a lot of rash decisions were made when I was a teenager, and then I would wonder why. But I'm sorry, I'm trying to get warm. It's kind of chilly down here. I think I say that all the time. It's always so cold down here. I think I always lack accountability in my teenage years, and I'm learning how to deal with my past now. And also, that's just what happens when you just don't hold yourself accountable for the things that you do. I knew a lot of things that I was doing in my teenage years was wrong, and now I feel like because of the way karma works, I am somehow going through that. A lot of times I find myself in shambles. But you know what? I always remember my life is okay because I made it this way. And if I made it this way and God made it this way and the universe is guiding me through or is clearing a path for me and I have made it this far in my life, it's only going to get better. So just being with that, just holding myself accountable to be more mindful of what I think, be more mindful of what I say, just be more mindful of how I am overall as a person. Also, being mindful of who you let into your life. A person could literally be your downfall. I need everyone to know that a person could literally be your downfall. No matter how much you love them, how much history you have, if they don't treat you right, and it's you don't care because we have history, history doesn't mean nothing if they don't treat you right. They don't even have the respect for you to treat you right. They don't have the respect for you to talk to you. You're a decent human being. History aside, what else is it? I don't care about how much history I have with someone. If they don't respect me, they don't cherish me, if I don't see the appreciation, whatever, I'm out of there. But some people don't. And that's where I would say you are living in the result of your actions. Oh, that don't make no sense. It's so cold. Anyways, that's funny. But you're living in the result of your actions. So, just with that, the people that you invite in your life are the reason that your life can't elevate sometimes. You have to read the room. If you see somebody not changing and you're still in that same position, it's probably because you are who you hang around. And I really didn't understand that until I got older. Birds of a feather flock together. But that's really true. You are who you hang around. And if you hanging around somebody with draining energy who don't want to do nothing with their life, what do you think you are? What do you think you're leading to be? And it don't matter how much you want to say you're not like that. Why are you around them? It's something about you that is holding on to that person. So just with that being said, just read the room. What's wrong with you? I love saying what's wrong with you. But for real, you got to read the room. People lacks accountability. I grew up with people who lack accountability. And it's just like at their big age, how can you not understand why your life is the way it is? How can you not understand? Do you not see your actions? You are living out the consequences of your actions every single day, and you still find a way to blame it on someone else. It's your fault. Your life is the way it is because of you. And you cannot blame that on anyone else because that's how karma works. No matter if someone does something to you, whatever, you might be living in karma for real. You might not want to see it like that, but it's like, why are you like this? Why is your life like this? Why are you attracting these people? What is the world trying to show you? What is the universe trying to show you? What is God trying to show you? God is trying to show you to start taking accountability for your life. It's just that simple. It's plain and simple. Start taking accountability. That's all you have to do is start taking accountability. Once you start taking accountability, I guarantee your life will get better. You start taking accountability, you will become better. Once you start saying that my life is the way it is because of me, and you start looking at everything around you and yourself, you will become better. You will have no choice but to become better. People be messed up. People be, and I'm people too. People be out of shape, can't run, can't do a push up, can't do a sit up. I can do sit ups, can't do a sit up, can't do nothing. And then wondering why they can't do it. Well, you didn't do it. So it's your fault. You can't blame it on somebody else because they didn't go to the gym with you. You can do that stuff at home. You can learn to improvise. If you want it that bad, learn to improvise. You can do that at home. Y'all gotta stop blaming your life on people. Like, I understand how you can blame your life on people, but however, your life is not theirs. Your life is the way it is because of you. No matter how much someone has impacted that or had an input in that, it's because of you. Because it wouldn't have happened if that person wasn't in your life. You understand what I'm saying? That's very important. It's your fault. Everything that happens in your life is your fault, no matter how you want to look at it. And no, I'm not talking about deaths. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm not talking about things like that. I'm talking about why you feel like you're nothing in life. Why you feel like, literally, I talk about it all the time. You can combat those thoughts. You think like that because you want to think like that. If you didn't want to think like that, then don't think like that. I'm not going to say it's just that simple because it's not. You have to do a lot of inner work, a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work, whatever. You have to do a lot of that stuff to get to that point where you don't think like that because I had to do it. So I'm not just speaking like I don't know what I'm talking about because I do. Now I suffer from depression for something different. However, depression is real just overall, especially in the wintertime. You get down in the dumps and you just don't want to do nothing and you just whatever. But you get to a point where you don't want to think like that anymore. So, what do you do when you get to that point? You start taking accountability for your thoughts and you change your thoughts. There, change is good. Quote by Sergeant Ramirez. Change is good. You can change your thoughts no matter what somebody tell you or anything. Changing your thoughts, changing your thought patterns, everything. It works, it helps. Do it. And I guarantee you will see a change in your life. Stuff that happened in your life is not, or you may see that stuff that happens in your life is a repeating cycle, but like I said, it all comes with you and your actions and the people that you have around you. All of that is a repeating cycle. And certain people hold traits that may seem familiar to you. So it might be comfortable to you. Even though they might not seem like the next person, they have something as the person that caused that trauma, or they have something that you're bonded to by trauma. And it's not good for you, but you keep on letting it in. And you keep on seeing the same trait over and over again, these same people. But it's because you keep on letting it in. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is do some inner work, do that shadow work. Pay attention to your thoughts. When you get a negative thought, write it down. And then after you write it down, combat that negative thought. You write something, cross it out, and write something positive. And that's how you will do your thoughts. You cannot live in pity and sorrow, anything. Your life is your fault. You have to understand that. No matter if it's good, no matter if it's bad, your life is your fault. The way it turns out is your fault. I get up, I go to the gym, I'm getting muscles. Who fault is that? Mine. Because I get up and do it. I get up, I go to work, I get money. Who fault is that? Mine. Because I do it. I get up, I handle business. Who fault is that? Mine. I started this podcast. I did this room. Who fault is that? Mine. I don't hang with people that do BS because I have too much to lose, and I realize that. And who fault is that? Mine. And I love that. And I feel like because I realized that at a young age, I think I realized that about 22 after I had my son, and that you choose your life, you choose your destiny, you choose your path. I didn't understand it at first. I always used to hear choose your destiny. I always used to hear that. And now it's like the older I got, I finally understand that I can do that. That's exactly what I can do. And I find so much peace in that. But with choosing your destiny comes accountability and taking a look at your life at all aspects, from your family to your friends to your children to your spouse, from your job, from the things that you enjoy. Do you indulge in things that you don't enjoy? Are you a people pleaser to your family, to your friends? It's just a lot of stuff. And if someone attached to you because of a trauma bond, it's just a lot of stuff that you should pay attention to. Just holding yourself accountable and realizing that your life is your fault. It is the way it is because of you. I'm not talking about freak accidents. I'm not talking about bad health problems that just spark out of nowhere. I'm not talking about that stuff. And I'm sorry if you do take it like that, but I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about just in the present moment why you feel like that. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a long day at work. Oh my God. But so that's it. I think that's it. I think that's really all I have for y'all today, y'all. I'm so tired. Had a long day at work, but thank you for tuning in to Healing in Her podcast. I'm Shauna Priest, and this is Healing in Her. And if you like what you saw, comment, share, subscribe, and comment something. Comment some positive stuff up under these videos because I be trying my best. I'm trying to tell you I be trying my best. So thank you for watching, and please return. Bye.